ni hao, xin zhao, and a myriad of other greetings that I have no idea how to say from Shanghai, China. Welcome to week 5 of marathon training. We're jumping straight in on Tuesday with my afternoon easy run. If you saw my week 1 training log, then you may well be thinking that we skipped Monday because it's a rest day and I didn't do any running. And while it's true that Monday for me usually is a rest day, yesterday I did in fact go out for a quick run. Albeit one that I had to do very late at night, and so there wasn't enough light to record. The reason I did that, skipped my Monday rest day, is because this is a bit of an atypical week for marathon training. But we can get into all that later when I'm sat down with a cup of coffee. For now, just gonna finish my run and I'll catch you in a bit. All right, first just a little extra context on training. I usually schedule every 4th week as a cutback week, where I drop my mileage by about 15% and don't do any hard runs. So I'm coming into this week comparatively well rested. As for training, things have been going pretty well. I think I'm now on 6 or 7 weeks in a row where I've managed between 100 and 120 kilometers. And in terms of fitness, I'm now starting to reap the benefits of that consistency. I think I said this morning that this week is a bit of an atypical training week, and I'll explain a little bit more about that now. Well, in fact, this package that turned up a couple of days ago will probably explain it better than I can. Alright, so most of you should probably be familiar with what this is. If you're not, it's a race bib number, and that means that I've signed up for an event. More specifically, I've signed up for the Shanghai Park Runner 10K that's going to be taking place at Shanghai Century Park this Sunday. So that's probably one of the snazzier t-shirts that I've got. So because I'm running a 10K this Sunday, and because, like I said, my fitness is in a pretty good place, I really want to race this 10K. That means no long run this weekend, which means I've had to rejig a few things, move a few runs around, thus it's a bit of an atypical week. One of the things I'm doing is ditching my threshold run, because realistically a 10K race is significantly more fatiguing than any training session I'm going to do. And if I have to replace either the speed session or the threshold session, I would say an all-out 10K probably comes closer to replicating a threshold workout than it does an all-out speed session. Good morning and welcome to Wednesday. I did manage to fit another run in yesterday evening, just an easy 10K once everyone else had gone to bed. And now I'm out here again this morning, aiming for 12, although if I'm feeling good, I might extend that to 14. Because of this 10K on Sunday, and the fact I want to have a rest on Saturday just to make sure my legs are as close to fresh as they're going to get, I'm having to front end a lot of my mileage this week, which is why I'm starting off with 2 double days and then going straight into a midweek long run. Now usually I'd have done my speed session yesterday, and so at least I'd have had a day in between that and my long run just to let the legs recover, but I had a lot going on yesterday and I wasn't really feeling at my best. So I've pushed the speed session back to today. I'm going to be going out and doing that this afternoon / evening. Hello! So we did manage to get out just early enough so there's still some light out. It's rush hour, so you got to forgive me for the traffic noise. Just finished my warm-up. It's about 4K, nice easy jog. Very easy jog in fact, because it's still pretty humid. Although it looks like it's about to start raining, so I don't know, the heat seems to have dropped. It's maybe a little bit less humid than it was this morning. Certainly at the moment it's feeling slightly more bearable. Let's just go over the outline of today's workout. So it's 400 meter reps again, just like week 1, or I say 400 meters, 90 seconds on, which is kind of like my time proxy for 400 meters at my level of fitness. Week 1 we did 12 of them. Today we've upped that to 14, so not a significant boost. I'm not a fan of doing like huge numbers of reps. I don't have any sort of scientific basis for that. I like doing what feels comfortable, and it seems to have worked for me so far. In terms of pace, according to my plan, my calculator for where I think I'm at, we're going for 3:35s. If I can keep them between 3:30 and 3:35 and not get super carried away, I'll be pretty happy. All right, 7 reps down. I would be lying if I said I felt great, but I feel like I could finish these out. First one was bang on time. Second one ended up being about 15 seconds too fast. Not ideal. But then after that we seem to dial it in. Yeah, pretty much all the reps have been there or thereabouts so far. I'm just hoping it'll rain, because maybe that way it might clear up some of this humidity. See you in another 7, hopefully. All right, 12 out of 14 done. and this is where I'm going to chicken out. I did 12 last time around, wanted to add another 2. Honestly, I was struggling to keep it together that last one, so I could probably have forced out another 2, but I honestly don't see what the benefit would have been. I don't think I'd have gained anything from it other than excessive fatigue. I think everything I got out of that work I was going to get in 12 reps, and I think I probably got a decent stimulus out of that. I'm very happy with how that went. There's Rena coming. Hello and welcome to Thursday. Forgot what day it was there for a second. And I'm out at attempt number 1 on a long run. I say attempt number 1 because I think my last 3 weeks of long runs have all failed, and today there's every chance that it's going to happen again. But if today does go tits up, then I can always try again tomorrow. The plan for today is 25k. This would be a lot easier if I went out in the morning or the evening, but because I did my speed session yesterday afternoon/evening, I really wasn't in much of a state to be getting up early and going out running for 2 hours. And if I go out in the evening, I'm kind of leaving everyone else to look after kiddo. As part of fitting running around family, if everyone in your household happens to go to sleep for 2 hours in the middle of the day and you happen to need a 2-hour run, the only real option you've got is to go out and run under the midday sun. I hate summer. All right, 9.5k in, taking another quick little walking break. It's not staggeringly hot and humid today, but if I want to make it anywhere close to 20k, I think I still have to take this very easy. And cutting my run into like 4 or 5 sections of 5k, doing them slowly, doing them easily and taking breaks is certainly preferable to trying and doing it all in one go and failing about the 13 or 14 kilometer mark. All right, just stopping up again for some rehydration. Like I say, this isn't what my Sunday long runs usually look like, but if this is what it takes to get things done, and this is what we do. All right, 20k done, and I'm stopping there. I feel like I could probably go a little bit further, but the legs are starting to feel like lead, which, I mean, shouldn't really surprise me after running a speed session yesterday. And it's kind of like I said yesterday with those speed reps, like I cut it short a little bit. It wasn't so much that I couldn't have finished it. Today's kind of the same. I think I got everything I could really expect from a long run. I think any further and I'm just going to be adding a bunch of fatigue. I'm going to be dragging my legs a lot. Form's going to be terrible. I'm going to exhaust myself out in this heat and humidity, and I'm not really sure it's going to give me any added benefit, or at least I don't think the added benefit is going to be worth it. And considering that this is probably the furthest I've run in 4 or 5 weeks, then yeah, I'm more than happy with that. Good afternoon and welcome to Friday. Just doing my first of 2 runs today, so it's another double, both easy runs. Just a quick check-in, nothing special going on in this run, taking it nice and easy, as again, it's another hot and humid day out here. I don't see much need to check in this evening because it's just going to be more of the same, but in slightly nicer conditions. Just trying to tick up the mileage past 100k for the week, and I can take tomorrow off as a nice easy rest day. Going to take my mother-in-law to the airport because she's heading back to Vietnam about a month before us. Or well, I mean, we still don't have a date fixed for when we're going back, but shouldn't be much longer than a month. And then I'll see you all again on Sunday for the big race and for a PB attempt that might turn out to be biting off a little bit more than I can chew. Absolutely love these machines. They've saved me so many times. We're here today to run the Park Runner 10k. Effing hell. Oh, that's 200 meters. Oh, I forgot to stop my watch as well. Oh, official time only. Let me just die for a second.
So I feel like the time has come to give my verdict on the good, the bad, the ugly, and whether I think these are the marathon racing shoes that they're marketed to be.